Have you ever wondered to yourself, what Pokemon would Felix Zemdegs be? What Pokemon would Max Park be? What Pokemon would Sean Patrick Villanueva be? In this video, I have the answer to that question. I'm going to be looking at how the top 3x3 solvers in the world solve for many events and deciding Pokemon off of that information. I'm just judging this off of their official N/N averages, and then I will decide a Pokemon that kind of suits their solving through all of those events. After lots and lots of research, here are the Pokemon that would, in my opinion, be representing the top 3x3 average holders, starting with Feliks Zemdegs. The 6 Pokemon I had to represent him were Tyranitar, Excadrill, Hydreigon, Slacking, Dragonite, and Arcanine. In the end, I went with Hydreigon, Slacking, and Tyranitar for the top 3, because Feliks Zemdegs is an all-rounder for N/Ns. He's one of the older people in the community. He's a very reliable solver if you're making bets with a friend, and he adapts to the new meta because if he's been around for 10 years, he's obviously doing something right to continue to adapt to this new age of cubing. He's also very consistent, which is why I have these 3 Pokemon in his place. Hydreigon is just very good when I use him. That's just reliability coming in, and he has good all-around stats, and plus a second evolution that is pretty ancient. Slacking, from my memory, I'm pretty sure he was in the competitive meta for just a little bit of time. Obviously, Felix follows the meta to stay in the game for 10 years. And Slacking has amazing HP and attack, which just represents his 3x3 skill just shining above the rest of his N/N events. And that's what he's most well known for. Sorry, Feliks Zemdegs, if you're watching this. Slacking just looks old. I mean, look at this picture that's on screen. You can't tell me that that's not like a grandpa Pokemon. Well, in the end, I chose to go with Hydreigon, who would represent Feliks Zemdegs if he were a Pokemon. For the second Cuber, we have Max Park. For him, I chose to represent him with a Steelix, a Ferrothorn, a Snorlax, a Sirfetch'd, a Darmanitan, and a Hatterene. Mostly because he's kind of a big cube specialist, but he's also a very good all-rounder. When you think of big cubes, you think of endurance, and when you think of endurance, you think of defense. So I tried picking some defensive Pokemon with Steelix, Ferrothorn, and Snorlax, but I also got some pretty good all-around Pokemon minus 1 stat, which is 2x2. For the top 3 for representing Max Park, I chose Darmanitan, Snorlax, and Hatterene. I chose these 3 Pokemon because Max Park, of course, is a big cube specialist, and he has extremely good singles, but he has 1 bad event, which is 2x2, plus consistency is always great if you're a cuber. Darmanitan has great attack, but it also has good and bad stats, which can represent the good singles and also the bad event of 2x2. Snorlax is a big tank Pokemon, but he can also do a lot of good things. He has good attack. He has 1 great stat. He's a fairly consistent Pokemon, and that's why he's representing Max Park. Hatterene is good in many stats, except for, of course, the 1 token stat, which represents 2x2, and Hatterene has 1 just amazing stat representing the singles. In the end, for the Pokemon representing Max Park, I chose to go with Snorlax just because of big cubes, endurance, tankiness, they all fall along the same line. Now for Sean Patrick Villanueva, the third best 3x3 average in the world, I chose one Pokemon which is the same as Max Park's. For Sean Patrick Villanueva, I chose Steelix, Avalugg, Copperajah, Carbink, Rampardos, and Aggron. My top three were Carbink, Aggron, and Steelix. The reason for that is because Sean Patrick Villanueva, looking at his WCA profile, he really only has one good event to his name. He's not really known for any other events. He doesn't even have a 6x6 nor 7x7 average, so these Pokemon are all just loaded with one stat. Sean Patrick Villanueva is also a different cuber because he uses Roo and is in the top three. Feliks Zemdegs and Max Park both use CFOP, and so do many of the other top cubers. Sean Patrick Villanueva is also very young. I looked it up on Google, and apparently he's 11. Sean Patrick Villanueva, if you are watching this, is that right? Because that just seems so young and you're so good. Hats off to you. Carbink is a very new Pokemon, Gen 6 I believe, and it is different from all the other Pokemon that I named because it's just not an evolved Pokemon, yet it has 2 stats and it's a very annoying Pokemon to fight. Sean Patrick Villanueva really only has 3x3 going for him. I don't know, in my head, Carbink just seems like a great representation of Sean Patrick Villanueva as a Pokemon. It's a young Pokemon, well, new Pokemon, and it's different from most other good Pokemon because it's not evolved. And it has like 2 outstanding stats, while the rest are very, very subpar. I also chose Aggron because Aggron has 1 good stat, he has 1 okay stat, the rest is kind of bad. Sean Patrick Villanueva's okay stat, I would say, is probably 2x2 with a 2.5 average. It's not great, it's just okay. I chose Steelix because 1 good stat, of course, and because it's different, just like using Roo. Steelix is different because it's just a new generation evolution evolving from Onyx, but Steelix was added into the 2nd generation, whereas Onyx was a part of the 1st generation. Steelix also has a Mega Evolution, which is also different from many of the Pokemon here. In the end, I decided to choose Carbink as the best Pokemon representation of Sean Patrick Villanueva because it's a fairly new Pokemon and it's different and it's pretty good for 1 stat. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I really enjoyed making it, so I hope that you really enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, and hit the bell to never miss out on any more cubing content like this. I'm out. Peace.